what's happening, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a great one out there. Today we're going to listen to Steppenwolf. We're going to listen to this track, For Ladies Only, which is actually the title track of their 6th studio album, which was released in 1971. We're listening to this track because it is the favorite song of Michael. So Michael, thank you so much for recommending your favorite song to me. You said that the band doesn't have a lot of long tracks, but this is one of them, and you like it the most. So we'll see how we end up here on the channel. Now, because I have the Wikipedia article pulled up, so you guys see what I see. I like for you guys to see like what I'm looking at sometimes. It says that it is a political concept album mainly about feminism, but with several more conventional songs about romance, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so it says For Ladies Only. Listen, only... I'm not doing it, but I'm just saying that my wife is using my office as kind of like a temporary closet because things are happening. I got some dresses here. I ain't putting them on, even though they seem very comfortable. But, you know, there was a 1%. You know how sometimes I like to put do something with the song or the album. I was like, should I put? Nah, I don't want to do that. Even though I'm always jealous of women because you guys got such cool style and clothes. Like, I feel like guys don't really have a lot of styles that they can wear or go out with, but I'm always jealous of women. You guys can wear the coolest dresses and skirts and do your hair so many different ways. I can't. So I'm not gonna take off my hat, but you know. Anyways, here we go. For Ladies Only, Steppenwolf. Let's dive on in. I like how the organ and the buzzy guitar came in. Nice roundup. I like how the chorus just sweeps right in with the group coming in. For ladies only, half the world has been built upon the tears. Organ and guitar chopping it up. little lick. Complete change, huh? Now it's getting bluesy. I like this little piano break. You know what's coming back. The piano playing is making this track. This section is stellar. I love that this moment had a moment in the music. Nice return.
I'll make my contribution till the fight has been won. But when my bedroom closes, one thing remains. Man, woman, hard, a dog, and call them the plays. And if you find the need to raise objection, don't talk to me about your waste of time. You know you made your own selections. For lady is older, too much waiting for too many years.
drum is getting into it.
For too many years. For ladies only. Half the world has been built on their tears. For ladies only. Tired of talking to somebody else. For ladies only.
Okay. This track is a track of 3 parts. The first, I don't know, I wasn't really keeping track, 3 minutes, 4 minutes or so before the piano really comes in. The first minute, 3 minutes or so, it's a nice hard rock track with some really nice organ behind it, great singing, catchy chorus. It sounds good. Not my favorite, but it sounds good. I won't deny that. It just didn't stand out immediately, even though it did work really well. However, let me get some names up here. However, once Goldie McJohn came in, who's handling the Hammond organ and the piano, when he completely broke away from the music, from the chorus after, and he just had his solo piano section. At first, I thought the transition was a little jarring. I'll admit that. I thought it was a little jarring from, the harder rocks elements from before going into the piano piece. Whatever. I can forgive that, because what followed was definitely the best moment in this song. And I love that moment lasted a long time. It wasn't just a blip in the music. It wasn't just a quick, throw this in there and then we'll go right back to where we're going and we get some, intense guitar solo or whatever, even though that would have sounded great as well. But the piano just completely elevated this track to me from, I don't usually use arbitrary, numbers like this, but let's just say a 3 out of 5 song to a 4. It really gave it a lot of life and something that was very unique. I like how it first played, I'm not going to say classical, but it first played I don't know, like something very straight. And then slowly it became more bluesy as it became more integrated. Then, I know that the music is probably going to come back behind it all. The drums are going to come back in, guitar and bass, or maybe not. I'm happy it did, and I'm happy that when they did, they didn't take away from the piano. It didn't do something that was like, okay, we're coming in, but piano guy, you go back, go back to the back of the stage. No. It kept him at the forefront, and they were just there to provide those wings for his hawk. And I really enjoyed how the rest of the band backed him up in pushing that piano even further. The piano was just constantly being elevated, first by himself, and then further on and on and on by the rest of the band. And when the music went off of the piano jam back into the, the main meat of the music, it felt right. That was a good transition back. I'll say that. So I was really captivated by that. Everything else in here was completely fine. I mean, vocals great, guitar great, the sound is good, but it was really from that point, when the piano came in forward, that I really enjoyed this on a more personal level, rather than just, it sounds cool, but I'll never listen to it again kind of thing, What you say to drive that girl away when she's the one and only? Who's the one that you've been leaning on every time you were down and lonely? How many times did you say to yourself that woman is the devil's tool? Somehow you knew that you blew it again and you didn't want to look like a raving fool. But when you need affection, you go to her with a smiling face, but now she's got a strange reaction. He's saying, dude, dude. You do this to her, you say this to her, you treat her this way, but she's been there for you. She's doing all these things for you and being by your side. And then when you want something, all of a sudden, the shades of color change and you come up to her with a smiling face and this. And now you're expecting this, but you got to plant seeds if you want flowers. For ladies only, tired of talking till somebody hears. For ladies only, half the world has been built upon their tears. So I like the acknowledgement, as we saw in the concept of women and their struggles and the things that they've had to go through. If you've been contemplating just what you're doing wrong, then you will be witness to the rumbling going on. You fight it hard to tell apart the truth from the jive. Now, they've got a right to say it wrong and freedoms to survive. Now, if you don't believe your own reflection, just take a look at your smooth-talking friends. I'm sure you'll make the right connection. For ladies only who've been waiting too many years, I'll give you my donation to help the cause along. I'll make my contribution till the fight has been won. But when my bedroom closes, one thing remains. Man, woman, hog, or dog, I'm calling the plays. And if you find the need to raise objections, don't talk to me about your wasted time. You know you've made your own selections. For ladies only. So, okay. I think there's a little bit of funny like hypocrisy going on in here, where he says, "I'll give you my donation to help the cause along. Like I'll help you, get of course equal rights, and I'll fight for you." But then there's this hypocrisy that he says, "I'll help you get your rights, but when it comes to my house and bedroom door closes and everything." Now, I can't quite tell if that's being made I'm assuming this is made kind of sarcastically or ironically. Or maybe calling out hypocrisy of people that support something and they say, "Yeah, I support that," but then when in their own private lives something does occur relating to that issue, they say, I think he's calling out some hypocrisies in this one. That's good. But that piano, that's the best. Let me know what you guys thought of it in the comments down below. Follow me over on Twitter. Support the channel on Patreon. Thank you so much, Michael, for sharing the song with me. Appreciate it. Hope the rest of you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you all later. Bye, guys.